Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Ravens fans, get ready because there's some serious buzz swirling around the NFL right now, especially concerning a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape our secondary and bolster our chances of making another deep playoff run. Rumors are swirling that the Tennessee Titans, currently in a full rebuild with their quarterback Levis posting a solid QBR of 71. 9 are open to trading cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. Now I know what you're thinking, Sneed. From the Titans, that's right, and it makes perfect sense for both sides. Let's break down what's happening and why this move could be a game changer for the Ravens. The Titans, sitting at 4-9 with a cap space of around $8 million and allowing nearly 29 points per game, are looking to rebuild their roster, especially on the defensive line. Their focus is on extending players like Landry, but they see Sneed as a valuable chip to help them free up cap space and acquire draft picks or promising young prospects, particularly at cornerback. Reports suggest they're willing to part ways with Sneed in exchange for draft picks and a promising CB prospect, which could be an absolute steal for Baltimore. Now, let's look at what Sneed has been doing in 2025. He's been a standout for the Titans, appearing in 12 games with 52 tackles, 10 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. His PFF grade of 89. 8 indicates he's been playing at a high level, and he's allowed just 46% of passes thrown his way to be completed. His EPA per target is 24, which shows how disruptive he's been in coverage, and his separation at the catch point is around 15 yards. His missed tackle rate is just 5%, and he's been consistently solid against the run, allowing only 2 yards after catch and a QB rating allowed of 78. These are the kind of numbers that make him an ideal fit for the Ravens' secondary, especially as we look to elevate our coverage post-Wiggins' injury in December. Remember, Sneed was a lockdown corner at Kansas State, and his skills have translated well into the NFL. His versatility is comparable to some of the best in the game, and he's been a key piece in the Titans' secondary, which has been mediocre overall but shows flashes of potential. His ability to cover both outside and in the slot, where he's played around 65% of his snaps, makes him a perfect fit for what the Ravens need right now. With Wiggins sidelined, adding Sneed would give our defense a much-needed boost, especially in coverage against top receivers. Think about it, pairing him with Humphrey, who's been an absolute lockdown when healthy, could turn our secondary into one of the league's best, capable of shutting down even the most explosive offenses. This move could have a ripple effect across the AFC North. The Titans, currently at 4-9 with a struggling defense, are likely focusing on their rebuild, especially on the defensive front, where they're looking to develop younger players and extend their core pieces like Landry. However, trading Sneed would be a blow to their secondary, which is already middle of the pack at best, with a PFF grade of around 63. That's not great. Giving up Sneed could deepen their struggles, especially as they try to develop their young quarterback Levis, who's shown promise but needs a stable defense to help him grow. For the Ravens, this is a golden opportunity. Our secondary is already playing better with a PFF grade of 74.5 and allowing just 220 yards through the air per game after Wiggins' injury. Adding Sneed would be like pouring gasoline on a fire. His presence alongside Humphrey and Stevens would elevate us into a top 4 secondary in the league, capable of locking down WR1s like Higgins, who torched us for 150 yards in Week 3. Sneed's ability to limit yards after catch and reduce big plays aligns perfectly with our defensive philosophy: disrupt the pass game, force turnovers, and keep offenses in check. And let's not forget the big picture. The Ravens, sitting at 7-7, are still very much in the playoff hunt. Our defense has been improving, but we need that extra push, especially against AFC rivals like the Bengals and Browns. With Sneed, we could neutralize top receivers, reduce the yards allowed on passing plays, and create more turnovers, just like we saw with the Gilmore addition back in 2019, which turned our defense into a force that led us to the playoffs and beyond. Now, speaking of playoffs, the odds are shifting in our favor. Bookmakers have moved the Ravens, Super Bowl odds from +4.0 to +1, 900, and Snead's addition could be the X factor that pushes us over the edge. His ability to shut down top receivers and create mismatches could be what tips the scales in close games, especially in the playoffs. Against teams like the Bengals, where matchup issues have often been a problem, Snead's coverage skills could be the difference maker, turning what was once a weakness into a strength. Imagine him shadowing Chase or limiting Higgins. Those are the kinds of adjustments that can swing a game. Furthermore, his projected impact isn't just limited to the secondary. His presence could allow us to be more aggressive on blitz packages, send more pressure, and keep quarterbacks on their toes. With Snead's ability to limit yards after catch and force incompletions, he's the kind of player who can change the entire complexion of our defense during those critical moments in the playoffs. His addition could also serve as a catalyst for our run defense, helping us control the clock and keep opposing offenses off the field, especially when we face high-powered teams like the Browns or the Chiefs. Looking ahead, this trade could also be part of a larger strategy for the Ravens. It's no secret that we've been in a bit of a transitional phase, trying to balance aging stars and developing young talent. Snead's contract value, with an estimated hit of around $18 million, is manageable for a team in our position, and the potential cap relief from the Titans' side, around $14 million, makes this even more appealing. Plus, acquiring a player with Snead's upside could be a blueprint for future moves, helping us stay competitive while maintaining flexibility. This isn't just about one player, though. It's about sending a message that the Ravens are serious about contending now. We're not just building for the future. We're making moves to dominate this year and beyond. The AFC is crowded, but with a secondary like ours, especially with Snead's addition, we could be the team everyone fears come playoff time. Remember, the Ravens are known for their aggressive, physical style of play, and adding a lockdown corner like Snead fits perfectly into that identity. It's also worth noting that this move echoes past successful acquisitions, like the trade for Marcus Gilmore from New England in 2019, which significantly boosted our secondary and helped propel us to a Super Bowl appearance. Snead could be that kind of difference maker, someone who elevates our entire defense, makes life miserable for quarterbacks, and creates the turnovers we need to turn close games into wins. His versatility and high-level performance in 2025 make him a perfect fit for what we're trying to accomplish. As we look toward the playoffs, the importance of a shutdown corner cannot be overstated. With Snead in the fold, we could see a Ravens team that's even more formidable, able to take away the opponent's best weapon and force them into uncomfortable situations. That's how champions are made, and that's exactly what this move could lead to. Imagine Lamar Jackson having even more confidence knowing his secondary can lock down top receivers and give him the freedom to make plays downfield. That synergy could be the key to finally breaking through to that elusive Super Bowl again. Of course, all this hinges on the trade actually happening, but the signs are pointing in that direction. The Titans are clearly open to negotiations, and the Ravens have the assets to make a compelling offer. If this materializes, it's going to send shockwaves through the AFC North and the entire conference. And for us, Ravens fans, it's an exciting time. We've seen how a strategic move like this can turn a team's fortunes around, and I believe Snead could be that missing piece that helps us reach new heights. Now, it's all about waiting and watching how this unfolds. But one thing is for sure. If the Ravens land Snead, it's going to be a serious statement that we're here to contend, to dominate, and to bring another Super Bowl trophy back to Baltimore. So stay tuned, because this story isn't over yet and the best is yet to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. Do you think Snead is the missing piece? Are you excited about what this could mean for our playoff chances? I know I am. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. Let's keep the passion alive and get ready for what promises to be an exciting stretch run. Go Ravens!